you like to give us a recap of what happened last time?
Or so the fungus folk, or whatever he is, that we have dubbed Moldy, asked us to save more of his people, so we decided to try and help, particularly because there might be ancient treasures in this temple or whatever. Lazard, he stays behind with Moldy near the entrance. Moldy can't go up into the daylight, but he wants to stay here far from the corrupted ones who can turn him with just a touch. Bud, Alette, Una, and Rogan head in. Rogan and Una carry lit torches for light and for having fire ready. Una also gives Rogan a flask of oil, just in case, to have on hand. At the next door, Alette peers into the room and sees vines, but the vines don't seem to react. Bud thinks they might be inert. They could also be the other corrupted vines we've been seeing, but they are like more withered and maybe sick with something more than just like that blight we've been seeing. Bud does see some valuable spores on them, so he collects them for potion making. But we decide to leave those vines alone. I lock the door behind us just to hopefully keep any veggie pygmies or whatever in there, even though it didn't seem like there was anything there. We moved on to the next door. There's the sound of dripping water. The door is locked, so I open it. Alette investigates some pools inside and finds like some weak floor below one of them and breaks through with Bud's miner's pick. And we find a flooded chamber below, about 3 feet of water, and Bud looks for magical auras and sees a box with a magical signature. So he goes down as a tiny octopus to look around, and there are some very well-preserved paintings that look immaculate for being in a flooded chamber. So Bud investigates, and the pretty paintings that look so pristine become mimics. So then we battle with 4 mimics. Bud and Rogan get pretty battered, but we prevail. Everyone besides Una looks haggard, only because she stayed above the battle the whole time. We decide to rest with Moldy near the entrance. Una disguises herself in case the Bloodhand come down. We planned a long rest. The Bloodhand come down during our rest. They want to explore. We send them to several chambers and give various instructions that might occupy them or slow them down. Moldy does not reveal himself because we're not sure if the Bloodhand would be hostile. We warn the Bloodhand they shouldn't harm animate plants if they aren't hostile. We worry they will find Moldy's people before us, but we need to rest should we press on.
All right.
Good. Good question.
Oh, yeah. So it is the 13th of fall at 4 p.m. We will pick up the story, and I think we were intending to rest for the evening. So, let me do some rolling here. I assume you're all okay with passing time to rest?
I mean, I can go on, but I feel like some of you need some rest.
Yeah, I think it's time for a rest if we can make it work.
Yeah,
Just
Bud.
set up watches.
Bud looks a little wounded. He has, I think, 1 level of wound right now.
Yeah, I can't be a lot of help in combat situations until I get another.
Yeah, and I think we said that
Alette
Rogan
looks fine, but just tired, like she's expended a lot of her energy.
Yeah.
But she looks, healthy.
Yeah, and I think Rogan was saying that, like, he couldn't really benefit from Bud's salve again until he has some time to rest up.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Oh yeah, I used some of my second wins. That's right.
So we're passing some time. Oh. Interesting. So, a couple hours will pass when you start to hear a frantic knocking at the door. And one of the rogues saying, "Let us in, quick! Please!"
This door?
Yes. The one that you locked.
Una pretends to be asleep.
Please, they're close. We need to get in here. Please.
Does it sound like just like two of them? Or a couple of them?
Let's see. So, Bud, are you currently... You don't have levels of exhaustion, do you?
Nope.
Okay. With your perception, you think there's two out in the hallway.
Okay.
Do they sound familiar at all as the ones that went in a little bit ago?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're almost sure it's the same group.
Oh,
Although it doesn't sound like there's as many of them.
Oops.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you there? Are you there? Please,
guess we
hurry.
I guess we should let them in. I'll go over
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Can I just quickly do an insight check to make sure I don't think this is somebody imitating them or mimicking them?
Sure. You
somehow?
can give me an insight check. Yeah, I mean, you think it's them. It sounds like them. They sound like
Alright.
they're
Yeah,
pretty...
I would say like they might have interesting things to say. So
I'll
I kind
open
of
the
whisper
door.
that as I go unlock. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Good.
Oh,
got it?
well, if you locked it, I wouldn't be able to unlock it.
Yeah, I locked it.
So, yeah.
Alright,
you go
so Una
ahead. I'll
will
stand at the ready.
pull out her
Yeah,
quicks.
Alette will
Her
dodge.
quicks.
Just
Her
to
picks.
be ready.
Quickly...
And since I've done this door a couple times before, do I still need to do a check?
No, you don't need to roll. So you quickly open the door as they come rushing in, and you hear something coming down the hall behind them. They'll slam the door shut and say, "Lock it, lock it."
I will try to lock it. I don't know how much time that takes and how fast the thing is coming.
Give me an initiative roll.
I would also like to be. I would have moved to whatever side of the door the hinges are on, so that I'll be behind it. If it does it open inward or outward?
It opens inward.
Okay, I'd like to be behind the door if it opens, so I'm on that side. Are the hinges north or
Yeah,
south?
Alette would have moved. Yeah, she would have kind of been dodging
Okay.
near the door, but
Is it just
really
me or
paying
am I
attention to
alone in
that.
this room?
No,
Oh,
there's
is
no
it
light.
because we didn't draw the torches out?
I don't know if you have a light source out right now. That might be it, because I don't know if anyone has the light spell or a light rock or anything.
I've
So-
got dancing lights, so I would have cast that when I heard sounds coming. So
All right.
put
So
some
yeah, you
lights
can
out
put some dancing lights or
there. As soon
dancing.
as I can change these spells out, I'll get light. Wait. it's the
All
wrong
right.
ones.
So the important
torch.
one for initiative would be, Una, to see if you can... Alright, so you do go before them, quickly locking the door, as a moment later, several things slam against it. The
I would
familiar...
step back as soon as it's locked.
Hmm?
I would step back as soon as it's locked.
Alright, so yeah, there's the familiar sound of the plant creatures rustling and letting out little screeches, scratching against the door. A moment later, you hear them just kind of wander off down the hall. The rogue says, damn it, we lost some of our people. Those things are...
Oh no,
there's a
what
good
happened?
Well, wait, Una?
She had disguised herself, so I assume
Oh.
she's still wearing the makeup and
Are
wig
you?
and
Alright,
whatever.
sure, we'll say you're still disguised. So he
I
says
think
there's...
I did a roll, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if you are, like, still have the disguise on, but we can say you do.
Yeah, I mean,
so-
since it's not a spell, she wouldn't have, like, taken it off, yeah.
Yeah, and you knew they'd be coming back through at some point.
Yeah,
so
and it
that
was
makes
less than an
sense.
hour ago, right?
I don't remember when you put the disguise on. It's about 8 p.m. now, so they've
Just
been in
before
there.
just before they came down the stairs, we got back here to do our rest. They came down the stairs. They went in and we started our rest.
Yeah, so they were exploring about 4 hours.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I thought we were doing a short rest first and then a long, but I guess, yeah, if we're 4 hours in, that's fine.
If you wanted to have
Long rest.
spent a short rest, you could have. You would have had time to.
I think that benefits a couple of our fighty people and our animal guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they would say there's a bunch of those things wandering around. We just barely made it back here. I'm glad you guys were able to get the door open in time. That was close.
Maybe they get more active at night because, we were in there and we encountered a few, but
I don't know. Yeah, they kind of jumped us, and several of our people were overwhelmed or torn apart, and then we just ran. We're gonna head back up. Thanks again for letting us through. We owe you.
Yeah. Be careful.
Says, well,
There are things up there too. So
the upstairs camp is pretty secure. We have our people around. But yeah, I'll make sure I let the boss know what you did for us. So I'll say that earns you a point of renown with the blood hand. So they go upstairs. You hear them kind of walk away, and there's some commotion upstairs. You probably hear them like talking quite loudly to some of the other people. What do you want to do?
Guess we should keep resting now they're scared off for a bit.
Agreed.
Are there any... Well, I guess they wandered away from the door. They don't seem like the type to keep their attention on something and pursue, so...
No,
I
it didn't
guess-
seem like they kept trying to get in. They just kind of smacked against the door a few times and left.
Well, let's keep watches, so just in case there's commotion, the watcher can wake the rest of us up.
Yeah. Do we have a watch order already set up? I think we do.
Let's see.
Out of character.
I don't recall.
Yeah, I have Alette and Bud in the night and dawn watch. I don't really have Una in any of the watches.
Well, I'll take whichever one's empty.
There's an evening one you could take.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Probably should have 4 watches.
Then
Yeah.
Rogan would
to make
take
the math
whichever.
work, you have to.
Moldy can help on 1 or 2 of them, maybe. I don't know what his sleep schedule's like.
Yeah, Rogan and Moldy.
What could we have besides evening, night, and dawn? Well,
Dusk?
no-
I mean,
Players
Or
having 4
dusk.
watches means uneven, right?
no, it would probably be evening, night, pre-dawn, and dawn.
pre-dawn. Well,
Yeah, like night is two
to
watches.
have I think to have you guys get your full amount of sleep, there would have to be 4 watches.
It's Twilight, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the other one?
I
don't
There
know.
was another.
I never read them. But I knew what you were talking about.
Guilty. I did.
It took me a minute to get it.
I got what they were saying.
Oh, New Moon. I had to look it up.
It could be like, yeah.
So obviously, I think that was before Breaking Dawn.
Yeah.
Sorry, just give me 1 moment. I'm adding a watch.
You could do like dusk and dawn, and then you could do
Is dusk
early
after night?
and dark night.
Dusk is
It's after
dusk.
evening.
Dusk is it would be dusk and then like a couple
Evening.
shifts of darkness and then dawn.
Yeah, I guess evening, dusk, night, and dawn, right? That would work.
I don't know. I might swap dusk and evening. I
Is
would
dusk
expect-
before evening?
I think
I mean,
Dusk is, like, right-
kind
right
of when
when-
the light is waning, but is not dark yet.
right, but I'd
Or-
say it's after evening. Technically,
You think that's the same as evening? Is that what you said?
it's after evening
It's
because
after.
it's
Okay,
like when the
that's
sun
cool.
has
That makes more
gone.
sense to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to come up with better words,
Yeah, I
but I
mean-
don't know what the right order is.
I kind of like pre-dawn too. Like I think that makes
Pre-dawn?
sense. Like this because
The
I feel
wee
like the
hours of
night is the
morning.
longest like section there. Like
Here, let
you know,
me-
evening and dawn are sort of short transient times, right?
True.
It's like night
Dusk
is like
and dawn, yeah.
long.
Are pretty.
So it needs
pretty
to be split
brief.
into
Once
2.
the light starts to go, it's gone in 15, 20
Maybe
minutes.
daybreak?
Yeah.
First light, daylight.
I think what she said. Evening, night, pre-dawn, and
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
that's
use
what did you
pre-dawn
say?
for now. Just
Yeah.
looking at
I mean,
synonyms.
Find a fancy word
let's
for it.
let's
I'm not
face it.
sure.
Like, it's going to be completely dark from midnight to 4 a.m. so
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure
it
out.
doesn't make sense to have another one that is like
yeah, I'm not sure why.
somewhat
you wanna have
light.
4 watches.
Like evening is kind of unrealistic, really.
Just
unless
for
Unless we're saying the evening starts at 9 p.m., which
Well, when you have a party of 6 people, which I realize we're short, but when you have a party of 6 people, The three watches makes a lot of sense, and then 4 watches makes it hard to kind of divvy them up.
But the
I know,
problem
and
is, mechanically, 3 watches gets nobody a long rest
Yeah, because you wouldn't have enough time to
because
sleep.
you can't divide an 8-hour rest into 3 and have everybody get 6 hours of sleep. It's not possible. So
interesting. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
No,
I
I
always
mean,
been the
understand.
problem.
it could be
Yeah.
an option for us because Alette only needs what 4 as an
Yeah,
elf.
when you've got elves and warforged,
So,
it does help.
so if we had to, like our group could do
Yeah.
that, but yeah, I could see for other
Yeah,
groups.
but I mean, obviously, I would assume Lou, whatever changes, if he decides on new labels or new number watches, he probably want to. I assume you're wanting to apply it to all your games instead of having to keep track.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about doing a 4th watch for a while now, so it might make some sense to pull
I
the
found some
trigger on
words,
that.
other words for pre-dawn. We've got,
I was looking up some synonyms myself.
yeah, small hours,
Dusk.
morning twilight, um,
Do
first
dusk,
light.
dusk watch.
Oh yeah, that's like the first part of the night.
Is
Instead
dusk
of
the
pre-dawn.
first part?
Yeah, dusk
Yeah.
is like when it's transitioning. Like it's started to darken, but there's still some light. It's like fading.
All right.
That's
And
the
dawn
that's
is
the
basically
other
the
that's the
opposite.
other problem with long rests. Like if you're saying that you start at like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., you're done 3
Oh,
a.m.
it's supposed to be around midnight, I think, is when
Well, then
the.
it's already dark.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So there is no dusk or evening.
Right. True.
Um.
We could just, yeah, I guess like first watch,
Anyway,
second watch, third watch, and fourth watch.
Is it 8 hours per person?
What if you did
it's
like
6. You have to sleep 6 hours, and
6
then the other 2
hours.
hours you just can't be doing. Well,
strenuous?
unless that changed.
what if you did like
I shouldn't.
semi-darkness, darkness, semi-dawn? I don't know.
Because
Like
that was
I
my
think we
thought.
should just give it. We should give each 2-hour period a name.
Mhm.
okay,
Bill,
watch 1,
John,
watch 2.
Alice, Cynthia.
Well, because yeah, I mean that was my thought. Like, so you have to rest 6 hours, but during that time, people might also be up at certain times. So it doesn't have to just be the 8 hours, which means it could start a little earlier, maybe. I don't know. Well, let's just add Dusk Watch in without getting too
Even fall.
complicated, even if it's not, because I don't want to. What would be a word? I guess after dusk would just be night watch. So we'll say evening, dusk, night, and dawn are the watches for now. We can
I
always
just found this word that I'd never heard before. Even fall.
ebb and
It's
fall.
the onset of evening.
Well, wouldn't that just be? I mean, I guess that could be even
That might be
fall
the same as
watch
dusk. Yeah.
or dusk. Yeah, we'll just keep it for those 4
It's a
for now.
pretty word though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I thought it sounded kind of fitting for like a high fantasy.
Yeah.
Ebb and fall.
At certain times of the year, that starts at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, like,
Like
right,
now.
Well,
like
it
right
depends on where you
now.
are on the planet too.
Which that is the time that Bud is having dinner or wrapping up dinner,
Yeah.
and he hits the hay about 6.
What
So
about second dinner? Second supper?
he doesn't partake.
Yeah. All right. Well, the night is passing, or the Evan night, or whatever you said. Eventide. I forget. Anyone doing anything? Alette, you were an elf, right? That's why you could take multiple watches.
Yeah.
So how long do you have to sleep?
I have the trance is 4 hours, I think.
Are you conscious during it?
Was that? Would
Does
that
it?
be?
I know in the old rules, trance made you semi-aware, but not really. Did they change it? Because I seem to remember someone saying that
I'm looking for it right now.
the new trance means you are still aware even though you're trancing. Which basically means you can be up during each watch.
Found it.
Yeah, it does say during which you retain consciousness.
Yeah, okay. So technically Alette could be on all watches as an elf.
But maybe just more aware during some of them.
No, I
Like
think you
more.
just even when you're meditating, like it doesn't because meditation doesn't mean you necessarily have to close your eyes.
Okay. All right.
And I guess what
Just
watch
in a
would
corner staring.
yeah, and maybe you have your eyes closed and you're just listening, but you're aware of what's going on.
Okay.
What watch would Una be on?
Whatever's available.
Well, I mean, we have something on every watch. The difference between the watches is evening and dawn has light generally. If you want that to be a factor. Otherwise, all the watches are pretty much the same.
I'll just take the last one. I'll get up early.
Okay. Okay. So Bud and Una would be on dawn watch. And the watches are listed in the thing if you want to take a look at them. Why is it in black? That's weird. Alright, there we go. Alright, so the evening is passing. During Dusk Watch, Alette, you're sitting there trancing while your allies are asleep. You would hear some noise coming from the nearby area. It sounds like some kind of combat. And
Nearby, like
more screeching of those weird plant people. But it sounds like something's got them riled up and they might be fighting someone or something.
she'll go listen a little bit closer at the door. And it sounds like it's outside in the hall?
Yes. Give me a perception check.
Can I guidance myself on this? I always forget how
Yes.
guidance works now. Yes, I will do that. Okay. Perception and
D4.
guidance. Oh, okay. D4. Not a D6. D4. Oh, it's the same.
So, yeah, it sounds like someone might be in the midst of fighting and retreating from those plant things. Although they're not getting closer to the door. They're actually kind of moving away.
Does it
and you
sound
would
like
hear
humanoid voices? Like people speaking? Like shouting?
You're not sure. You don't hear voices, and you don't hear words. But yeah, it sounds like whoever it is could be retreating, kind of moving down this hallway.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
If I wake the others, that doesn't disturb their long
No.
rest, right? Like
So
if I just
yeah,
tell them.
it doesn't interrupt the long rest. It says in the glossary the things that interrupt it. Rolling initiative, casting a spell other than a cantrip, taking any damage, 1 hour of walking or other physical exertion.
Okay.
And if any of that happens, if it's after an hour, we get the benefits of a short rest. But any of that happens, the rest requires an additional hour for per interruption to finish.
Okay, cool. So just telling them just so that they have a heads up,
Yeah, so if you guys get into a fight, then basically the rest takes an extra hour in the morning.
Or if you mess up and cast a spell.
Yeah.
Right.
It takes another hour.
Yeah. Other than a cantrip, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, because whoops.
Guidance ruins the whole rest.
Well, in that case, she would she probably wouldn't even say anything to you guys, and just make a note of it that we might want to investigate in the morning.
All right. So you let the opportunity pass.
Opportunity? Wait, hang on.
For whatever this was. So the rest of the night would pass without issue. Everyone awakens fresh in the morning, fully rested. It is now the 14th of fall at 8 a.m.
I would tell everyone about what I heard in the hall. Didn't sound like voices, but I mean, could have been Moldy. It could have been more of your people. I didn't even think to talk to you about that. Something was
Well,
fighting something in the hall.
you would hear in your mind, I don't know, I hope they're all right if it was.
Well, we were planning on going that way anyway today, right? I think we were planning on going down that hallway because we investigated everywhere down there already. So maybe we'll see what happened. Yeah.
All right, I assume I would be waiting here.
I look to the others. We still want to clear out this level, right? We're not just gonna leave the things unexplored.
All right. So what are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yes. I guess we just.
Your party is very
All right,
quiet this morning.
I'm making notes.
Yeah. Okay. I hate that we might have missed an opportunity, but we also needed that rest. So.
This is the way.
Aletta's gonna listen at the door just to make sure that there's nothing rustling around out there before we open it.
No, things seem quiet. You don't hear anything shuffling around in the hallway beyond.
Are you all ready to keep exploring and fighting?
Yeah. I already had my breakfast. And I'm just choosing my spells for the day.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're.
I guess out of character. I'm choosing my spells for the day. Bud has
Yeah, I'm
already done it.
Mhm.
yeah. I think Alette's gonna continue on with Green Flame Blade while we're on this
All right.
level.
So everyone
So
prepares
she's not
their
gonna switch on
spells in the
anything.
morning. Has
Yeah.
some breakfast, perhaps.
Yeah, I guess Alette maybe would just do her training, her usual exercises while she's waiting.
Moldy would say, "Shall I stay here again, or do you need my help? I worry that one of my people might be in danger."
Yeah, well, I think having you stay here is probably a good idea because I don't want you turning into a scary shroom, okay? Because I don't want a extra thing to fight.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay. Oh shit, where did my? There it is.
But I mean, if one of the survivors is out there, they might need my help.
But you were so insistent before that you stay here. Well, whatever. You do as you wish, but if we have to kill you, I will do so myself.
Give me an intimidate with advantage. I guess I don't
20.
want to die. All right, I'll stay behind.
We'll come get you if we find anyone that is not,
All right.
scary. Okay.
All right. So you open the
There it
door,
is.
heading back out into the hallway.
Let's go.
Bye, Moldy.
Says good luck. Alright, so things seem quiet this morning. You're looking around, but you don't see anything in the hall. Brogan seems uncomfortable looking up and down the hallways. Says it sounded like a large group was attacking those thieves. I mean, we've hit a few large groups, but I feel like we did okay.
Yeah, we did fine.
Yeah, I mean, we did clear some groups, but maybe that's what brought more up, and they were just the lucky ones.
Right, we could have stirred things up.
And Alette, you said you've never encountered any of these things in this area?
Huh? What things?
these mushroom people.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I never. I mean, I was a kid when I explored here before, and it was just quiet and spooky. So. Yeah. No, I don't remember that weird blighted ground either.
Did
So,
you guys go? Oh, you guys went south?
yeah. We're gonna go, yeah, to
I
the
would
southeast.
I would encourage Rogan to light up a torch again too.
Oh yeah, I can.
Una's carrying one. I think 2 is adequate, but I think it's good for us to have a couple on hand.
Yeah,
Besides light.
I'll light one up too.
Okay, so you
'Cause
activate one of the torches.
yeah, hang on.
Oh, I've always loved the word gloaming, Miri. I just saw your post in
yeah.
in chat.
You guys
love
got me
that
interested,
word.
and so I was kind of reading, but then I'm like, okay, stop reading. Just post what you found and go. There were some really cool, like harder to pronounce ones, but I don't think they would be as easy to use for tracking.
Yeah.
All right, so where are
Okay.
you going?
To the east. This is where I heard that whatever they were pursuing
Yes, you heard
was
footsteps.
retreating this way.
Something moving down this hall very quickly.
Do we see what sort of tracks maybe are around here?
Give me a perception.
Yeah, Bud, do you see anything of interest? I'll have a look too. Curious what it might have been. I
12.
didn't hear any people talking.
So you see
Olet
it.
got a 15. Oh no, wait, that was survival.
So you see there's a lot of signs of
Oh.
movement in the area. You think at some point, probably recently, a group came through here, which could be what Alette
Looks
heard
like-
last night.
Yeah.
Now, did you say that was supposed to be a survival check?
It was perception, then survival. So Bud would have found some tracks, and Alette could have assessed them with the 15.
Oh, well, my survival check was crap.
Not as good, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it looks like something came down this hallway last night, or several somethings.
Okay. Which I already kind of picked up on. Okay.
It looks like the tracks turn south here.
Okay. As I get to the corner, I'm gonna just slow down and get really sneaky. Just kind of look around the corner.
Alright, so it looks like there is a large double stone door there, which is slightly ajar.
Well, I don't think they went that way, but she would message to the other I guess she would message to Bud in her head. I think there's a door up there that looks ajar, but I don't think that's where the group went. Should we check it out?
Yeah, I can check it out.
Yeah, I didn't want to like call down the hallway for that.
No, I would have. I'm sorry. I would have
Yeah.
stayed closer with you.
Cool.
So it does look like the tracks turned south with
Right.
your survival. So yes, they did go this way.
Can I listen at this door, see if I hear anything
That-
inside?
Sure, give me a perception.
Yeah, we wanted. Yeah, I did clock that oh, there's another door. Was this the door you were talking about that was ajar?
Yes.
Oh, whoops, yeah, because I didn't see that on the map until I moved my token. So, cool, yeah.
Well, if nothing else, I want to make sure there's nothing in this room that will burst out behind us. if
Sounds
we go
good.
south.
So you do hear what sounds like some maybe vines or leaves rustling in there,
Hmm.
More
but
plants.
not
Maybe we
a
could
whole
lock
lot
it.
of sound.
Maybe we
Yeah.
could lock that so that while we follow this, whatever's in there stays trapped. What
Well,
do you think,
maybe if
Una?
Is it a jar or is it? Which one was a jar? Because
This one was a jar.
The southern
I
one
thought
is
I thought he was
slightly
talking
ajar.
about the other
Is
one.
this one locked?
You're not sure it's closed.
I wasn't sure if Bud had observed whether, yeah. If it is stuck or locked, then we could just leave it and not open it yet and come back later.
Right.
Do you want to try to open
think we
it,
should
Bud?
check.
See if it's locked?
I will
That would
very
require a stealth
slowly.
check.
Yeah, I will
Maybe we'll
slowly
have
and carefully just try to check it, see if I can turn the doorknob
not.
all the way. So here's my stealth check.
Okay,
Hey.
so it does appear this door is locked. As you very carefully
Okay.
try to open it, it does not allow you to.
Right. It's it's locked right now, so maybe we're okay.
Can I take some I don't know, some no, I didn't plan that ahead, so I wouldn't have that. Never mind. All right. Let's check the open one. Especially if it's been used lately, that might be where people will come from. Or something will come from. Have we seen any sign of the people that were lost down here last night?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like they came this way. At least from the tracks, you didn't see anything that looked like booted prints in this area.
I say we continue down this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Quietly moving up to the door.
All right.
I'm gonna try to listen again as we get to the door.
Give me one moment to look at something.
Oh, where's Rogan? He's with us, right?
He is. I just haven't pulled him out yet.
Okay, sounds good.
Una's
Uh,
using him as a shield, as a human shield. He's hanging out back here.
All right. So, are you gonna try to peek in stealthily?
I'll listen first as we're tiptoeing toward the door.
Okay.
I'll actually step around the corner with my light when they peek in.
So you don't hear anything. Well, why don't you go ahead? Give me a perception check. Or did you already? 14.
No, just roll it.
No, it doesn't sound like there's anything in there.
Seems to be empty. I will go up to the door and push it open a little bit and look in. No sense trying to be sneaky since I'm carrying a torch.
Sneaky as you can be. So the door would open. Looking in, you would see a bunch of what look like dispatched mushroom creatures. And suddenly a voice in your head would say, I need help, please.
Oh, somebody needs help.
Ooh, in our heads, another mushroom guy, maybe?
Looks like it.
Do we all
Perhaps
hear
it
it?
should get moldy.
I'm gonna walk down. Can I first I'll respond in his head and say, are you a friend of Moldy's?
I don't know who that is. You're not my kind.
Can I telepathically put an image of Moldy in his head? Is that possible?
I don't think so. I think you can just communicate.
Do these corpses look like
Okay.
blighted?
Yes. He would say, I
Did you
found
get scratched?
an immunity to the blight, but I don't think I'm going to survive. There's a potion. It's a little deeper down. It seemed like it saved me from being infected. I don't know who made it or where it came from.
Can we heal you? Can we? Yeah. I guess if Moldy was.
I don't know. Does anyone have medicine?
Yeah.
So his
I do.
wounds look pretty grievous. You don't think magic will help, but with a very powerful medicine check, you might be able to possibly delay or even prevent his death. Otherwise, you don't think he's going to survive. The DC
Alright,
on the
I'm
check would be 20.
Ooh. I'll cast guidance on myself, and I will use an insight point.
Okay.
Oh, I need to make an effect for that, so it automatically adds that too.
It'd be an inspiration point. And I'll say we'll test it out. You
Right,
can do a
inspiration.
D4 instead of a +2 if you want.
Okay.
So 2D4
So
with your
double guidance. Well, I have a toggle for guidance on here, so I'll have to roll the other D4 separately.
I'll say
All right.
if someone wants to, they can assist you either by using medicine or perception, and they would get a roll as well.
Okay.
Decent. If I could help him.
All right. So maybe you come over and help him. I'm trying to think if there's another skill that might help here. And maybe knowledge nature,
Which nobody has.
which no one has.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if one of you wants to, that's pretty good.
Well, let me
Over
roll.
there,
just
bud. She looks like she points to a rash or a wound or a pustule or something.
Oh,
Alright.
nice.
Well, you guys are.
let me roll the D4 on the. There we go. 27.
Well, 2D4
I
because
spent-
you used the point.
Right. No, the
Oh yeah, did it
guidance is already there, which
I
was
see.
also a 1. I rolled a nat 20 on the check,
All right.
and we got
So
1s on each of the guidances, or each of the D4s.
yeah, Bud's basically kind of explaining like where he needs help, and using your perception, you help kind of point out things about the wounds, which you guys are successful in stabilizing him. So I will say he passes out, but you think he is okay for now, though not out of the woods yet. You might need to make another medicine check later.
We should bring him to Moldy, perhaps. Let him
That's a
do
good
what he can.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
He
help
may
carry.
know more. He may know more ways to help.
Do you think what he said is true? That there's some way that they could become immune from the corruption?
Yeah, maybe if he survives, he might be able to give us some more information about that.
He is all scratched up, but what if he's not telling the truth? What if we bring him in there and he turns? Are we sure this is a good idea?
Well, we could just make sure Moldy has a fire handy. Make a little campfire or something
Yeah,
in there so we can grab a torch out.
I would just feel really bad if Moldy got scratched because we brought him in there and he ended up dying.
Maybe we should ask Moldy. Do we still have connection with him?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
you'd be too far away at this point.
Yeah, and I don't think Message has 120 feet, but I think the wall there is more than 1 foot thick. So.
Let me see.
Lincoln.
Yeah, you have to be within 30 feet of Moldy for his spores to work. His communication spores.
Sorry. I'm trying to get the range on Message.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we'll say you're dragging this guy back to the first room.
I just to be safe, like kind of put fire to each of these creatures while they were first talking.
Alright. Yeah, that's another strange thing. These things don't look burned. They're just kind of dead.
Okay.
Which you would wonder how this guy defeated them all without burning them, because they should be regenerating.
Is there any sign of this being where? Because when you first said we saw dead things, I was expecting it to be like where the Blood Hand were battling last night, but I don't see any Blood Hand bodies. So this looks like something different.
Yeah, I mean, none of the tracks, like I said, around here look humanoid, so you would guess the Blood Hand came from somewhere else when they were retreating.
Isn't this the hallway that Moldy first came from?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I will follow the others and the body that they're dragging.
Well, Moldy came from up here. He came from the north, not the south.
Oh, well, I just meant this hallway right here. I don't think we saw
Yes.
how he entered this hallway, but yeah, he came
All
to
right.
us,
So
westbound from here.
yeah. All right. So I'll say you move this guy back to your camp. Moldy would come over and say, "What happened to him? He's all
Do you
scratched
know
up?"
him?
I
We're not sure if. Go ahead, bud. Tell him what you think. You're the doctor.
think Bud stepped away for
Oh,
the
oh, Bud stepped
pups.
away.
So
Um,
Bud will say,
Bud
"Yeah,
thinks.
he
Yeah.
looks pretty scratched up, and the corruption could be part of him. But I think he's okay. He said something about being immune, some kind of potion he drank or something." And Moldy would seem hopeful and says, "There's a potion that does that."
But Modi should be really, really careful. If we leave you here with him to watch him, you must have means to protect yourself. I know it would be tough, but just in case he becomes corrupted in his illness or dies, and tries to attack you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't know if you could tie him up because we're pretty slippery. We don't have bones like you all, so it's pretty easy for us to get out of bindings.
I have an idea. Let's put him in the corner up here. Oh, gotta move some stuff so I can ping. And then we will pour some oil in a circle around him, and we will make a little campfire over here somewhere where you can grab the torch if you need to.
All right, I guess I can
But
keep an eye on him.
I don't know. What do you guys think that would be okay?
I think it would be okay.
Hey.
Just some channeling my inner like Bill Clinton. What's going on here?
I feel your
A little bit
pain.
like the old guy in Family Guy or Simpsons. I forget which one I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
that's Abe Simpson. Oh,
Uh,
I can't do it now.
uh.
Anyway, I'm shooting for the Volkswagen van in cars. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I forget
George
his name,
Carlin.
but yeah.
Fair enough. Fair
Anyway,
enough.
so I do want to ask something that I thought about while I was feeding the dogs. He said that he found the potion. Did we see anywhere in that room like a potion bottle that might
We
still have
did.
some residue on it?
We have an unidentified potion that was part of that first room. Uh,
No, I
that
mean
we
in the room where we found this Mike hunted.
No, you didn't see any potion bottle down there. And by the
Okay,
way, the group
I
is
was gonna
back
try
in
to
the.
use my herbalism kit to try to determine what it was. All right.
No, and this guy doesn't actually have anything on him. Though the strange thing is that he somehow defeated all those creatures without fire, as I was mentioning while you were away.
Maybe there's something else besides fire that hurts them. We just gotta figure out what it is.
Well, this guy
Um,
doesn't strike me as some kind of great warrior, so I would kind of agree that this is all very suspicious.
Put him in the corner, and then
Moldy,
I'm gonna pour oil on this line.
Okay.
Moldy, do your people have some other type of natural defense, um, like poison spores or something that he might have used?
We have. I mean, our spores are mostly for communication and pacifying. Other than that, we really just have like our fists, like one of you humans might have. I mean, some of us wield weapons, but yeah, most of us don't.
Mm.
He thinks for a moment. Says, well, yeah, I mean, our fists are poisonous, but the poison actually is he? Are they affected by poison? Yeah, our fists can be poisonous, so I mean, that could be one way he took them down, but the poison doesn't stop our or their regenerative ability. So I don't know. It's a bit of a mystery.
Maybe something else to do with that potion it drank.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I wish
Maybe it
I
made.
wish he was awake.
Yeah, I mean, we have this mysterious potion here. I wonder if he saw a potion like what he drank, if he would know it.
Maybe. Does anybody Bud? Do you know potion craft, or does Lazard?
I can make mostly healing potions with this kit here. Druids taught me herbalism.
Would we be able
But
to?
if it's like alchemical something, I'm no good with that. I'm all
Well,
natural. I don't do the lab created
you want to just
substances.
at least give it a sniff and see what you think?
Well, sure.
Wait, what are
I'll
we
hand the
sniffing?
potion over to Bud.
Empty potion bottle.
The potion bottle that we found that we haven't identified yet.
In that first room that we found
Do you know
loot
what
in.
session it was from?
Yeah, it was from session 8. I have it in the notes there. When we found the 6 stone statuettes
All right.
and all the
Yeah.
Empire coins.
All right. I see. So, I mean, you sniff the potion. It smells vaguely alcoholic, but many potions use a base of alcohol, so it doesn't really tell you much. Do you have herbalism?
I do.
So you could take 10 minutes to try to identify it as if you were using the identify spell. If it's a healing, do you have herbalism and alchemy?
I do not have alchemy.
Okay. So if it's healing, you'd know what it is from the 10 minutes. If it's not, then you wouldn't.
Well, I guess we can eliminate some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
nice
I'm
to know
gonna
if it was
build a
healing.
small fire for Moldy. I'm gonna put it like right here.
Okay. So
But
you
I
got like
can't
a
carry
little
that fire.
campfire going.
Yeah.
So you use your herbalism tools and are able to identify it as a healing potion.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is for healing. I don't think it's what the Myconid would have found though.
You should hang on to that, Bud. I've got ways of healing myself, and we need you.
Oh, I have ways of healing myself too.
Yes,
dear.
but you can't always,
Well,
right?
I mean, you can always heal yourself.
As long as I've got enough energy to spare. I don't know. I just feel like,
I mean, I can never heal myself unless I have a potion.
Well, you should probably have the potion then.
I guess, yeah, I was just thinking usually Una tries to stay out of,
I
tries to
do,
not get
I
hit,
do.
but
But sometimes it does not work.
yeah. But
Wait, did you guys already give me a potion? Let me just see if I have any yet.
I think this might be our first healing potion of the campaign.
Really?
I think so. We should.
I thought you found one when you saved those guys from the goblin camp, but I might be misremembering.
Oh, we did, yeah.
Oh. Then it's our second.
And Lazard probably has it.
Oh, we should get stuff from him if he's not coming.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey.
We'll shake him down. Shake him
Let's
down.
kill him and loot the body.
He's like, guys, I'm sitting right here.
I mean, that's pretty much
Oh.
what Lazard wanted to do to our NPC.
I know.
Lazard, if you're gonna stay here where it's nice and safe, you should at least hand us over, stuff that could help us.
So as well, I mean, all I really have is a components pouch and some incense. What do you need?
A components pouch and some incense.
Kind of
You don't have
arches,
he
arches
doesn't have
an
He doesn't have-
eyebrow.
So he doesn't have the potion that we found?
I don't see it in his inventory unless he used
maybe
it.
somebody.
Have a lot of close combats, so
Yeah,
maybe
we might have
got
used
drank.
it. Yeah.
Maybe we've already used
Okay.
it.
All right.
So yeah, sorry about that. But I shall keep an eye out. If I see any potions, I'll let you know.
Who's saying that?
Lazard.
Lazard? Oh, where are you going to be going, buddy?
So as you
Where
know,
you might find one.
lying around the camp, there might be one, somewhere around
Okay.
here.
All right. Sounds good.
Maybe you could send your imp up to steal some potions from the. No, that's it. That's just asking for trouble.
says, "Yeah, I mean, I'm all for killing the blood hand." He lowers his voice, but I don't know if I should start stealing from them when they're right up there. I mean, they seem like they're trusting us more as we're helping them out. Why don't you get your group to come in and kill them all? Then we can loot their stuff. They might have some healing potions. Can you contact that sister of yours?
Who's he talking to?
You.
Oh.
He says, your tribe, the Tortivore?
Oh
Seems like they
yeah.
don't
I
like
don't really
him.
have a sister. That was confusing.
Well, who's that girl who you kept talking to? The one who led us here? I thought she was your
Oh,
friend.
Deluvia. Yeah.
Well, sister, friend, whatever you call your warriors in combat. He says, I don't know. I don't know what the
I don't
verbiage
know.
is.
I never really thought about that. Well, yeah. I mean, she might have some potions, but anyway,
Well, or
enough of
like I
that.
said, the blood hand might if we kill them all.
True.
They'll
Might
think
come
we're
to
on
that.
their side, then wham! Eldritch blast right in the spine. Snap.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a suggestion. You guys seem like you're kind of potion happy, so I thought I'd throw that out there.
It's always an option. Oh, speaking of which, guys, maybe we could try to find the bloodhand that were killed, but from that last expedition
Yeah,
group.
I was thinking we could look and see what all
Didn't
they had on them. They
seem,
might have some good supplies.
yeah, it didn't seem like their friends stuck around to like try to figure out if they had stuff. So they were on the run.
I
So
agree.
yeah,
And
Wait,
Lazard is here to also help in case Moldy needs, you know.
yeah,
he says, yeah,
yeah. You
yeah,
just
I'm keeping an
keep an
eye
eye.
on things. But,
So
if that thing comes back to life and attacks us, I don't know how much... well, I'll see how quickly I can put it down.
well, Lazard, make sure you help because Moldy can't get scratched.
He
Yeah,
says,
Moldy.
yeah,
If he,
yeah.
if he gets if that one gets aggressive, just run. Don't try
All
to
And
right.
fight
if the blood
Lazard.
hand come down and see Moldy, they might, not be real friendly either.
Well, I'll
So
stay in my mushroom hiding spot. Um,
okay.
and
And did
yeah,
we like? Do you is my oil ID like? My oil idea like? Do you think that would be effective or like as an extra little precaution?
well, the only problem is we'd have to have someone right next to him to set the oil on fire as soon as he gets up, which, I'm not going to be right near him. I think that's a bad idea.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we don't have to do that.
You could always blast him if he gets up, assuming I
Okay.
hit.
Well, I started a little campfire here and left a torch in it for you in case I don't know if it'll be helpful, but I thought it
Well,
might be.
we'll keep an eye out. And Bud, do you think you're going to need to treat this guy in about 4 hours again?
Okay.
Do you
All
think?
right.
Yeah, nothing Moldy could do with his spores or anything. With his,
He says,
because it's a
I don't know
magical.
much about healing. I
Then,
can, yeah, the most I can do is try to communicate with him once he becomes conscious.
right. Well, I guess we'll try to come back.
All right, good luck. We'll keep things held down here.
Cool. Let's go.
Are you locking the door when you leave? That'd be a question for Una.
Have we been?
Well, I didn't ask you last time, so I assume you just closed it.
What was the question?
Are you locking this door when you leave?
I wasn't gonna.
Okay, just closing it. That's fine.
Yeah, I want to be able to run through if we need to.
Yeah. Or for them to be able to run out.
All right. So where are you going?
Well, and since it opens in, they might be able to. No, I don't know if I want them to barricade it, but that
If they
makes it
feel
even
like they
harder
have
for us
to.
to get back through.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do not lock it.
All
Okay,
right.
let's go.
Didn't we tell the blood hand to go? Which way did we tell them to go? I wonder if we'll find them.
Well, they came. Yeah, I'm not sure where the expedition went. We didn't because they didn't know about that cave that we found in that other room. At least, but we didn't know if they did.
I
But
thought we sent them towards some of the rooms we'd already been in, just to kind of make them spend some time.
yeah, so maybe they
You
did
know,
discover and they
well
went
rested.
and ventured into the cave area.
Maybe.
We could ask them.
Where's Bud?
Sorry, I was frantically jotting down notes for the journal
Oh,
because I just realized I wasn't keeping
Oh yeah,
track.
that's always what happens.
that's like how it always goes for me.
Should we go ask the Bloodhand what where they were exploring when they ran into trouble?
I don't know. If we want to take the time,
I mean, if we
it
want
might
to
be
be able
good
to
to know.
find the, the remains of their people.
That's why I tried to ask them when they came running in, like where they'd gone. But I think they were kind of panicking and talking about what happened.
Oh, okay.
Alette, you think you remember them coming from the north? You heard them approaching from up north
From the
somewhere.
north. Okay. Yeah, from the north. So I'm assuming from the cave area because that was the only thing that we left unexplored up there. I am eager to actually go back to that because I was very intrigued by that cave. But perhaps we should finish this area first. It doesn't look like there's too much more.
Whatever you think.
Go see
Yeah,
if there's anything left in
maybe
that room.
maybe if we can confirm that this area is safe, so we have a haven to come back to,
Right.
might be the wise
Yeah,
thing
should we
to
take
do.
a closer look at that room where we just found moldy number 2?
All
There
right.
might be some more herbs. There's a cave in over here.
So there's a bunch of the corrupted vegetation kind of around the outsides of the room, as well as a little bit within. 3 massive stone pillars help support the structure as a whole. You would see some places where it looks like the creature's blood was spilled a little. Is kind of more greenish blood. Give me, I guess, investigation or perception could reveal some stuff in here.
Shall?
Oh,
Okay, so you're all
sure, I cast guidance on myself.
okay.
It's already included.
So you're all looking around. You would find, well, Una with your 18 would find some more of those strange-looking spores for Bud to collect. That's on some of the
Hey, Bud,
vines.
isn't this that stuff you said was useful?
So that would be another 20 maho of nature, or of rare herbs, I guess, would be the category.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Doesn't look like. Well, I guess. All right. So with the 18, Una, you would find kind of in the corrupt area of plants over here. It looks like there are something akin to dead vines coming out of the walls. You're not sure if they're vines or roots, but they appear like they're dead.
Do they seem like they're dead, like those ones we found that don't have the same corruption, but like seem like they died of some sickness?
No, I'll say investigation or, well, you don't have knowledge nature, but investigation might tell you more here.
Bud, what does this look like? You like, doesn't that look strange? Those different vines there.
That does look
I
weird.
think he can roll nature. He just
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I get to add my wisdom to my nature rolls.
Yeah, you can do an untrained check if you want. So Una, judging by some of the cracks in the wall, you think these roots actually burst through quite violently and suddenly. So they may have been living at some point, but for some reason they seem to have kind of withered and died here.
Does that seem like recent that they did that, or this is old?
That's hard to say, though. It's not withered or rotted to a point where it's like disintegrating. So you guess it was at least within like a couple of days.
A couple of moons, did you say?
A couple of days.
Days. Okay. Uh. Look at the way the vines or maybe the roots are coming through the wall there. Doesn't it look like they kind of punch through kind of fast, like not like slow? And I'll let the others take a look and see if they think anything about it.
Yeah, it's a.
Rogan shrugs. He says, "Just looks like a root coming through a wall to me."
That was a mistake.
But
I
if what
guess,
you say is
would
true,
survival tell me anything?
I
no.
just thought that roots would normally go super slow, so it wouldn't look like the wall was punched like that. But I don't know.
Says, "Oh, maybe. I don't really know what a slow versus fast crack would look like." He kind of scratches his head and says, "Well, if what you say is true, I mean, obviously that's not normal root behavior. Better keep an eye out
But it doesn't
for."
look
Go ahead.
blighted, so.
I guess there's
Doesn't
some
look-
reason that Una recognized that in the way the rock was broken with her. I know.
Yeah,
I know,
with
she
your
saw some
investigation.
masons, she saw some masons do some what do you call it, demolition with like a big log.
Well,
What do you call
we
it?
could just say like the
Wrecking
stone's blown out rather than just cracked, like a root would generally cause a stone to do, as it slowly broke through.
Yeah. instead
So
of
it looks
cracking
like something
timber,
like
it's
just smashed through it rather than just cracked it and came through. So what do you want to do? Doesn't seem like there's anything else in here.
Nothing with this little cave-in area. Just crumbling.
No, that is a little bit of a strange cave-in. But if you check around there, it doesn't seem like there's anything in that little space.
Right. Well, let's check out that room that we left locked, maybe. Are we ready for a fight?
Sure.
There's another door all the way north before we open the locked door, or at least get an idea of how many more doors there are.
Okay.
Yep. That works too. Lou, sorry, the reason I was rolling Arcana, I noticed it took away my magician, druid magician bonuses from nature and Arcana. And I can't figure out how to fix it to put them back, so I just plugged in an other bonus equal to my wisdom.
I think you can
modifier.
set what ability score gives you the bonus as part of the option.
Yeah, but here's the
skill.
thing. The language of magician says that you get an additional bonus to those checks equal to your wisdom. So it's basically I get my wisdom and intelligence, which is actually worse for me than just getting my wisdom, since my intelligence is -1. But I want to play by the rules, so
yeah.
so
So
I'm
I
doing
guess
it as another bonus.
That's fine. You just put a bonus in. All right. So you're heading north down this hallway. At the northern end, it looks like the hall opens into a wider room area. With a door north of you, a door to the east, and a door to the west of you.
So many doors, guys. What could be behind them?
I feel like the door to the north just goes back to that cave that we were in. I don't know why I get that feeling.
Why do you just smell some mushrooms?
I'm just really good at, mazes and keeping track. But that door to the east, I believe, just goes to a smaller room that maybe we should check that quickly.
Yeah, and this one here too it's a pretty small door.
Yeah, it could potentially go to an entirely new hallway or a big cavern or something like that. But this one, based on my spatial awareness, just goes into a small room.
Okay, let's check that one out first. You're talking about this one?
No,
No, I think
no, I'm sorry, to the
Oh,
west. Did I
oh,
say east?
you did at
I'm
first.
sorry, west. West.
All right, so
I get directions backwards sometimes, despite the fact that I'm
stairwell,
proficient
but
in survival and spend all my time in the outdoors going around in
Yeah.
circles. Anyway,
all right. So
Listen at it.
it doesn't sound like there's anyone or anything on the other side. You don't hear any noise.
Okay. Open it.
Okay, so the door appears to be locked. You make some noise as you attempt to open it.
Una, you're up.
I will, despite the fact that we just made noise, I will go ahead and try and do my piece stealthily.
Okay. So lockpicking DC is 10. I think you have advantage. Well, you have sleight of hand, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you do have advantage. Not that it matters, because 12 would be enough. You think the door is now successfully picked.
All right, so I will step back and let them open.
Want me to open it, bud, or are you?
I'll open it.
All right.
All right, so Bud steps up, opening the doorway inward. Inside the room, you would see a couple of peculiar things. More of those roots kind of bursting through the floor, though. Kind of old and rotted. One of them is wrapped around a mostly rotted corpse. It looks like it's been here quite a long time. Decayed quite a bit. There's a bit of a stench in here from it as well. It does look like the corpse has some equipment on it. Like it has some armor and looks like a backpack. And there is a long sword that's kind of old and rusty fallen to the floor next to it. Investigation might tell you more about this room.
Oh, someone should probably investigate this besides me.
Anyone can roll this. Or anyone can roll investigation.
It's not my forte, but I'll see what I can suss
Yeah,
out.
that's about what I expected.
Una, I feel like you've got this. You got the eye for this sort of thing, maybe.
Yeah.
So I'll say,
I think
Bud,
you've got a better eye than we do.
with
Yeah.
your knowledge of medicine, you'd probably recognize the skeleton, or whoever this was crushed to death, probably by those vines. And Una would see that the door has what look like impact marks on this side of it, as if something was trying to break out of the room, like by smacking up against the door.
Like, oh, does it look like this vine came into the room the way the vines in the other room did, or are they all inside the room and not extending out
These roots look like they burst up through the floor.
up through the floor? Okay.
And as like
Does
I said, the corpse does look like it may have some equipment on it.
I was about to ask if the corpse equipment looks like old and ratty, or if it looks pristine.
It looks old, possibly a few years though, not like hundreds of years.
Okay.
Because the corpse isn't completely, it's not completely a skeleton, but it looks like it's been rotting for a while.
Yeah. Well, do we want to try and check that guy's pack?
I guess someone broke in here a long time before the rediscovery. Or at least a couple of years ago, Rogan says.
Yeah, I'll go try to take the pack from the unfortunate
Alright,
adventurer.
so you can take off the pack pretty easily. Looks like this guy was wearing plate armor. It's pretty badly dinged and dented from him being crushed in it. But it is possible that you could get it repaired.
I prefer to stay lightly armored myself, but what do you all want?
Ooh,
Carry
yeah.
it around? Sell it to the Bloodhand, maybe?
Yeah, this kind of armor can be really valuable. So if someone who maybe can't afford it regularly might want the dinged up kind so they can fix it up.
Yeah,
Sure.
you don't usually just see some guy in a place wearing something like this. I wonder if this guy was someone important. It's a lot of money he just got crushed to death in.
Yeah, maybe we could find some form of identification in his bag or something. I'll I guess start undoing the armor.
Alright,
It's
so
a little
you
icky.
search him.
You all want to look through the backpack while I do that?
Sure. So that, yeah, I will take a look at the backpack.
Okay, so these are some of the things you find in it.
Potions, they're good. Ooh, an old map. Oh.
So you're not sure what this is a map of. It doesn't look like a map of this floor, but it might be a map of one of the areas below. This guy may have gotten either deeper or come into this place through a different entry. Because it doesn't seem like he has this area mapped out.
Maybe Moldy will recognize that map. Maybe.
That's all his stuff.
Okay.
Oh, and the sword. Doesn't appear to be anything else in this room. Just this corpse wrapped in vines. So what do you want to do?
Well, vines appear to be dead at this point.
Yeah, again, it looks like these vines have been dead for a while.
Okay.
Like
Or
before the
roots or whatever.
corruption.
And it does also look like, once again, they kind of smash through the floor. You don't know about how old these vines are, but it doesn't look like they're infected with the corruption.
I guess that's what I meant because we'd seen some before that weren't infected, and so I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Those potions. You think you could give them a sniff, bud, just in case you recognize them?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Do I have to take 10 minutes each, though?
Yeah, to use your
Yeah.
or you could take a sip and try to do it that way. It's quicker but more
Oh.
dangerous.
Can I make an herbalism check? Make an intelligence check using my herbalism kit proficiency?
You mean to do it quicker?
Yeah.
Sure.
Nope.
No, so just
Not a
by
good
taking
roll.
a look at them, you think you would need some time to identify them.
These are kind of old. It's not going to be obvious from looking at them. Recipe has changed over time.
Rogan says, I think you just can't figure it out by looking at it.
Fine. We're gonna have a talk later.
He just shakes his head, smiling. All right, so what do you want to do?
I guess let's check the other room, the other door,
Yeah.
before we open the one we skipped.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
no identifications or anything of this who this might have been.
No,
He doesn't have a
nothing.
driver's license, passport.
No, no,
No family signet ring.
no markings on the armor or signet ring either. Could have been a mercenary.
Anything on the cell phone homepage when we turn on the cell
No
phone?
emergency
No,
contact us
his
anyway.
batteries
Yeah.
been
No.
dead for a while.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this other door, are you trying to unlock it or open it?
Yeah.
All right, so this one would also be locked.
Okay,
Oh, no, this one's locked too.
gotcha.
Good thing you're here.
I would listen at the door first, and then check for traps.
Give me a perception. Okay.
And then I would try to very, very quietly unlock it.
You think you hear what sounds like a slight splashing noise.
It would
Someone's
whisper.
taking a bath in there.
Very,
Yeah, I would-
very faint.
Would whisper to Alette, yeah. And then I would step back.
All right, so thieves' tools of 20 would easily open the lock. So you think it should be openable now?
All right. Do we want to open it quietly or just kick it?
Say quietly.
Quiet. Yes.
Okay.
It's my experience when you hear someone splashing around in a bath that you want to be very
Do you
quiet.
want me to do it since I don't need a light to see?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll step around the
She
corner.
will.
Yeah.
I'll stealthily open it slowly, a little bit. So, oh, not very stealthily, even though I think I'm being stealthy.
These stone doors just don't move gracefully.
Yeah. She always rolls terribly on her stealth checks. All right.
All right, so you are able to push the door open.
Well, whoever's in there at least might not know that Bud and I are here.
Yeah.
All right, we can still get away.
Yeah, she's Alette's the front line anyway.
Yeah.
Apparently that's not what Bud meant.
Oh.
All right. What do you see?
What do I see?
Did you open the door yet?
Oh.
I thought you
can't-
Yeah,
meant
you have to
check 'cause
step-
we're
you have
opening
to-
the door.
You have to move your token away from the door.
Oh,
and then click
I
on
was
the
waiting
door.
for. Okay, there we go.
I
got it.
stood there for the longest time clicking on the door. I'm like, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing.
All right. So inside this room, you see what look like some partially caved-in holes in the ground. One of which still seems to be in okay shape. This might be some kind of outhouse area for the building. This might be a toilet.
I told you. It's the
Ew.
bathroom.
Ew, gross. Steps in.
Doesn't look like it's been used in
last
a long time now at this point. But you do still hear that splashing noise coming from the toilet itself.
Mm.
All right, who's gonna look down the toilet? Not me.
No,
Her-
no, no,
her,
no,
her,
no,
her
no.
finger on her nose.
This is why we need.
Brogan says, I don't think anyone's used this toilet for a long time.
All right, I am going to. You're gonna accuse me of being overly cautious here, but I'm going to use my wild. What's it called? Wild
Familiar?
companion.
Companion, yeah.
Yes. So use. Why won't it let me? Oh, there it is.
So you
Alright, so you
So I
summon...
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
use
you
a
have it
wild
cast
shape to
already?
summon-
Or I guess it doesn't matter, because this is the version where you can just summon it.
I'm
Well,
using a wild shape to.
Oh, but this one lasts until a long rest. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, they definitely improved that. So yeah, I'm using a wild shape to cast it without the material components.
So what are you summoning?
I will summon a
Something with dark vision.
spider
Oh, nice.
so that it can climb down a little bit and see. I'm assuming, do spiders have dark vision? Crap. I might change my mind if spiders don't have dark vision.
I assume
I'm
they
questioning
do.
it now too.
They probably have
Oh,
blind.
cats don't in this game.
No, they do.
Yeah.
They do in the new rules.
They do good.
Good.
They do.
My goodness.
Yes, spiders have 30 feet of dark vision.
Okay. Just FYI, in case you ever want to consider it, if it's ever important, crabs have blind sight.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
And they have a swim speed, but
Yeah, you may not
I
need
can-
that here. I just meant.
I can. They removed the restriction on swim speeds. Also.
Oh,
Like
so
you
you
can-
can swim already. Well, that's right, because you did an octopus. so
I can become an octopus already.
And we're already 3, yeah. Oh,
Lovely.
Nice. Love it, love it, love it.
Anyway, so I summon a spider.
Alright, so there is a fizzle of energy as a spider suddenly appears, skittering across the floor.
Go down in the smelly hole and see what you see down there.
Alright, so
If
it
this
will.
hasn't been used in hundreds of years, it's probably not that smelly anymore.
Are
Right,
you-
it's just like stone and dirt.
Probably musty and dank and like
It's just
earthy
the
smelling,
idea.
I think
honestly.
everything down here stinks. But
Oh,
that's just
boy.
me.
Alright,
I'm used to being in flowers and, fragrant
the surface.
plants on
So the
surface.
spider skitters over, climbing over the edge into the hole, as you kind of hear it moving down what you assume is the shaft. You hear some more splashing. And then there is a crunching noise.
Do I sense my spider anymore?
No.
Okay, there's definitely something down there.
A moment later, a huge root smashes through the wood
Oop,
and
Wait,
comes right
wait,
at you. Give
wait,
me initiative rolls.
it's just a spider. How would it? Why would it?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Like, I was thinking that could actually be a perfectly normal creature munching on a spider, and very dissatisfied when that mouthful goes poof.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not sure if it sensed you or just got angry and smashed through the ceiling, but there is now a large root coming into the room. So
Did my initiative come through? I don't think I see it.
I'm just
Is
gonna
it
put
gonna
this
be-
here to represent the creature.
Again?
You wouldn't see it yet because I didn't open up the initiatives.
No, I don't see it in chat.
Oh, I don't see
So-
it either.
I was having trouble with this last time, so I'm just gonna go use my D&D Beyond sheet.
Alright, so the first to act as this root comes up through the wood is going to be Bud. What are you going to do? So the wood kind of breaks as this thing comes into the room.
I would probably freak out a little bit.
What the hell? Rogan
I
says...
wish I hadn't. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Rogan just says, oh, crap.
Yeah, wish I hadn't wasted a wild shape on 10 seconds of a spider.
Well, I mean, it's better than that thing smashing you.
That's valid. We don't know that that's not going to happen anyway, though.
True.
I will cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff and take a couple of attacks at the roots or whatever.
Alright, so the large root, as it comes up smashing through, you just rush right at it and start wailing on it.
Guess I will drop my torch so I can fight more effectively here.
Okay, so you can place it on the floor.
Yeah.
So this root does seem to be moving around quickly, and it does seem to be somewhat hardy, made of wood. AC is 16.
All right. Here comes my first attack. Oh, I only get one attack. I don't know why I said first. Nice.
All right.
I assume that.
Whack. So you
nothing I-
completely miss it and smash your stick against the floor. Anything else?
I guess I'm in melee now, so this is where I'm gonna stay.
Rogan would yell, "Get to the south so I can flank it."
Okay. I will carefully step where my torch is, but try not to burn my feet.
Alright, so Rogan goes. He's going to rush around the other side of this thing and swing at it using his longsword. 20 is enough to strike, slashing the creature for 9 points of damage, giving it a wound. The root seems very unhappy with that, spinning around towards Rogan. That's it for Bud and Rogan. Una.
I'm gonna do what I always do because I don't have a lot of combat moves.
Some knives.
Taking a very long time. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Oh my goodness. There it is.
Alright, so you throw a Psychic Blade, striking the root, doing 13 points of damage, further upsetting this thing.
I will follow up with more knives as a bonus action with advantage from Vex.
Okay, so second attack is an advantage. 20 will strike, doing another 5.
And then I'm gonna step back just a little bit. That's my turn.
Okay, so Alette.
Alright, I will also go up and attack it.
Alright, so you rush up to the root.
Yeah.
Striking at it. 22 will indeed land as you cut into it.
Okay. And I'm assuming Green Flame Blade will not do anything in this case, so that is everything.
Not at this level. So you strike it, dealing another 8, putting it to 2 levels of wound. Frustrated by all these attacks, the root is going to whip around, slapping towards all 3 of you. I would need dex saves. DC 13.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. I have
No.
dex save. There it is.
Okay, so Alette dodges it. Bud is caught off guard. And Rogan... would make it. So Bud is the only one struck, taking some damage. So that would be 10 bludgeoning.
Ooh.
And I need a strength save as it threatens to knock you off your feet. DC 13 again.
How does a 1 do?
Ooh.
Alright, so you are flung back 5 feet, falling prone. As this thing slams
that's
into
a
you
torch.
and you go flying into the wall, falling on your butt. That's it for the root. New round, Bud.
Well, I will immediately stand up. Oh, my back is hurting. Well, gonna try again. I will step in, and this time I will rage before
Rogan says,
attacking.
Bud, maybe can you hit it from a distance?
No.
Doesn't smack as many of
No.
us. All right.
My cantrips are not built for that. Well, I have poison spray, but I feel like this thing's probably immune to poison. Well, maybe not. So yeah, I rage for the damage reduction, and then I will attack
All right.
with the quarterstaff again. Oh, you know what? I rolled the wrong one there. I don't know if it's not going to matter, but it should have been the +5 attack instead of the +2. But
All right.
so it's an 11. It's an 11.
So now 11 wouldn't be enough as you just smack up against the bark on it, or against the wood. All right. Anything else?
Maybe I will try that poison next time.
All right. So Rogan says, "Don't worry, I got it." As he attacks using his long sword. Oh, another solid hit by Rogan, though not the best damage. As he continues to wail on it, giving it disadvantage if it ever does an attack. Una.
I will step up and shoot daggers over Alet's shoulder.
Alright. Some more psychic daggers. Oh no, 13 is going to miss with the first one.
I don't get a second one if I don't hit.
Are you sure? I thought just attacking you could use your bonus action to do a second one.
Oh yeah, you're right. I just don't get the advantage. Okay.
Yeah, you just wouldn't get advantage. 16 is its AC, so that will strike. Hitting it for...
You would get sneak attack, right? Since we're next to it.
Yes,
Even
it's
if you don't have
distracted.
advantage.
That will put a 3rd level of wound on it.
I will step back.
So you will realize at this point that it is threatening you now. You're within
Okay.
its threat range. If you
Am I
step back,
still-
it can
do I
smack
think
you.
it's still? Okay. All right. I'll just stay where I am.
Alright, so that's it for Una. Alette.
All right, gonna hit it really hard.
Shink. So you do a quick slash. 13 is not enough though, and it will bounce off of its armor.
I can make that a precision attack though.
Do you want to spend a point?
Can you hit it hard?
Yes.
Alright, so you roll
Um,
precision. You need a 3 or higher.
Okay.
Alright, so you do indeed hit with the attack, using precision to make sure it lands, cutting the creature for another 8. As the roots are starting to look a bit mangled. The creature is going to throw an attack over at Una. Luckily at disadvantage because of the longsword. So... Yeah, because Rogan gives Vex, or not Vex, Bludgeon, or whatever it's called.
Zap, I think.
Sap, yeah. So the first attack is going to miss you. Second attack, 16, I think, strikes.
I think it misses.
Oh, does it?
Wait
I
a
see your
second.
AC is 15.
Look here. Oh, yep, you're right. Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
So you are pummeled for 10 points of bludgeoning.
Oh.
And I need a strength save as it starts to wrap around you. DC 13.
Did that roll? There it goes. Oh my word.
Alright, so you are restrained as it starts to fall back a little, pulling you into the hole. New round, Bud.
Please on that? Oh, okay.
Well, it's starting to. It hasn't pulled you in yet.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm
Really
gonna.
quick.
I actually can't cast a spell because
He's
of,
raging.
rage. Yep. So
Angry old man.
I will smack it again.
All right, Shillelagh strike.
Yeah.
Oh
There we
yes,
go.
you will. Whack. Oh, nice hit. It
Ooh.
is very wounded, but continues to pull Una into the latrine. Anything else?
Oh.
Wasn't
Get it
quite
off,
enough.
get it off!
Finish it, Rogan.
Says, I got you. Hang on, Una. Oh! Ah, crap. Oh, wait, no, with flank, that would hit.
That's 16, yeah.
All right, so that cuts through the wood as the root kind of just falls down, and the rest of it goes quickly back into the latrine, retreating. All right, so
Okay, so he basically just cut me free, but the creatures got away.
well, he cut or killed whatever that root was, but you think it might
Mm.
be part of a bigger creature.
Mm.
But yeah, so you fall to the floor with a plop, kind of tied up in the root.
That will help her out of the root.
Now do you see why I try to stay back?
Yes.
She doesn't look very good from that one hit.
Jeez, are you okay, Luna?
I mean, if he'd taken me down there and smacked me around some more, I might be gone.
Says, yeah, well, it's a good thing me and Bud were on that. We got him.
Well, I didn't do much, but
I mean, we all missed some attacks, so otherwise we would have killed it lots quicker. Or at least killed that finger of it.
Says,
What do you
well,
guys want to do if there's more like that down there? That's awfully dangerous.
Yeah.
We
Well,
could just
do
burn everything. Oh wait, Lazard isn't here.
right. We don't have any way of burning things. I mean, did we want to go down the latrine? Do we feel like there's? Did your
Ma-
spider see anything before it poofed?
Do we want to have Bud use his magic eyes and just see if there's anything worth investigating down there? I don't even know how well he's going to be able to see. I mean, it's a much bigger hole now than it was. I'm assuming that's what the big X means.
it just means the wood is broken, so the hole is, more exposed. So
Yeah,
Rogan is going to walk
more like-
over and say, Bud, can you shine the torch down there?
oh
Send
yeah,
for your dancing lights.
I will pick. Oh, that's a good point. But that will mean I have to drop rage. But
Oh.
I could.
He's very angrily holding the torch over the hole. Alright.
I mean,
So it is about a 30-foot drop. You do see there's some water down there. Looks like it is running, though not too much of a flow. You can't see anything else, though. There's definitely a space down there.
some of those damn low flow toilets.
What now, Rogan says, looking up at you.
I mean, there's the water just moving very slowly.
Says, yeah, I don't see any root, so whatever it is may have just retreated.
Yep. I mean, I could cast that spell that lets me detect magic and go down there, or even change into an octopus and swim around down there, but
Rogan
I
says,
don't know.
Wouldn't that be kind of dangerous?
Oh, very, very dangerous.
Like last
yes.
time.
I
Could be
mean, if
mixed down there.
there's more roots down there, there's not much we could do to help you.
Right. I mean, what could possibly be down the latrine, really? I mean, I guess there's always a chance someone was like, "Oh, I gotta hide this treasure" or something that I stole. I'll come
I know
back for it later."
sometimes when the town guard comes looking for my
Yeah.
special herbs, I have to flush them down the latrine. But,
Well,
I mean, that's not a reason to go looking down there, though.
Sometimes people drop stuff they didn't mean to. But also, like, at least we know what the danger is this time. Before, when Bud went down in the last hole, Like, we just saw some magic signatures, and so we checked them out. Well, now we know exactly what to expect to pop up. So I just thought we might want to look for magic signatures, and if we don't see those, maybe let's just move along.
Okay.
Well, my magic detection spell only goes like 30 feet or so, so
Oh.
I don't know how much I'll be able to tell from
Right. We would have to
up
walk
here.
around
Yeah,
down
that may
there.
not be worth it.
Hmm.
I just don't like leaving something unexplored, even though I know it's a latrine.
You know, you don't have to crawl into every hole, especially a shithole.
You're funny, Rogan.
He just nods and says, well, you know.
I mean, I don't want to crawl down a shithole, but it's a really old one, so it's not that
Yeah,
nice.
I don't think anyone's crapped in there in a long time. Don't smell anything anyway. Looks like maybe they dug it into some kind of underground river, which is weird. Why'd you build a... This whole place is weird, Rogan says. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe someone after this thing... Well, I don't know. No idea. But, I mean... I would say we should just go, but, you know, you guys are going to do what you're going to do.
Yeah, I say, I don't know, we could leave it for now, but
I mean, I guess
I
there
don't
could
know.
be like some kind of cave down there that goes into a different area. I'm just worried about that root monster. Says you think it's the same roots that are in some of the other rooms?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
The
yeah.
room across the hall there where we found the dead body was probably the same. I don't know if it was the same, all from the same creature or plant monster, but at least the same type of thing.
Wonder if there's some kind of massive creature moving around down here with all these roots.
Yeah.
Alright, why don't we do a break? I know we're past the halfway point, but let people take a break if they need it and come back in like 10
Yeah.
minutes or so.
Yeah, sounds
Check
good.
on my daughter.
Alrighty. I'll be back. I'm back.
Me too.
Me 3.
So we're not descending into the latrine. Is the
I don't think
consensus?
it's worth it. And if we saw a glint of something,
Yeah.
I was hesitant to go down in the last hole, even though we saw a glint of something.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we at least got something there. I don't know what the chances of the latrine are. And I definitely, after what happened to the spider, don't think that like our druid
Yeah.
should go
This-
down in tiny form like he
Yeah.
did in the last one.
It seems like this is an underground river now, not just a latrine. So odds are we can find a way to it some other way.
Yeah, I was gonna
And-
say
and-
like it might be something we discover later on another floor.
Yeah,
Like,
and
oh, hey,
maybe
we
we
know.
can deal with whatever's down there from the shore instead of in the water.
Mhm. Good point. We'll kind of mark this in our mental map of where we might be further down.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go into the mushroom cave because obviously that's what's on the other side of that big door.
Well,
Yep.
let's go try that other locked door first, and on the east
Oh,
side.
right. Yeah. We were gonna
But then,
clear
yeah,
that out.
that hopefully it won't go too far, and then we'll know that the cavern is the last thing to explore.
Right.
Well,
And we
until
do
it
want
leads
to
us
check
more good
in
stuff. Yeah.
again with Moldy before we get too far.
But the Moldy has said, I think Moldy and maybe some other people have mentioned things about there being deep levels, and so far this is the only level we've seen, so I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the cave that he did say Moldy did say something like about a hole that he went down. Or that
And
he
we
came
should-
through. That wasn't the cave that we discovered.
And we should take a closer look at that map too. Like maybe when we're done on this level, we can take another break, back check in on Moldy, and Bud can treat the let's call him Mossy, I don't know.
Musty.
Musty,
Moldy and musty.
fun guy. Check in on him, but maybe take some time to examine that map, see if there's anything we can deduce, and then if we go to other levels, we'll have to keep an eye out for any like chambers that kind of like or passages that seem to match the map.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. Man, I'm so tired right now. Like I'm not usually this tired at this hour. I'm a night owl, but I'm so tired.
Yeah, I gotta be up at 5 a.m. my time, so
Yikes.
I'm
You're
always,
central?
7 hours from now.
Central or Eastern?
Yeah.
I think I always get that mixed up.
Central. Yep.
Gotcha.
I'm always tired Monday and Tuesday.
And Uslug, you're Pacific, right?
Eastern, yeah.
Oh, you're Eastern. My goodness.
Eastern.
Yep.
Oh.
See,
Yeah.
the problem is that I play in so
That's-
many groups that I play with people in dozens of time zones, and like, I have conversations, but then sometimes I get them mixed up.
Yeah, it's almost 11 here, so I mean that's still early for me
Yeah,
on
yeah,
a typical night, but I'm
actually-
6, so I'm
yeah,
like
I'm
I'm
Eastern as
just
well.
tired.
So.
Yeah.
Aren't you Eastern too, Miri?
Yeah.
Ohio.
I'm a night owl though,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sometimes up till like 3
and
a.m.
and my normal work hours
Chilling.
aren't till 9. I work 9 to 6 is my normal. So, and I work from home, so I don't really have a commute anymore. So when I
Nice.
stay up past midnight, it's not really a big deal.
Yeah, my job starts a little later in the day, so I'm usually okay. Like getting,
Yeah.
I only really need like 6 hours.
Definitely a night owl as well, but Monday and Tuesday is a lot of D&D games back to back, so my brain gets a little fried.
Yeah, mental, like you can be exhausted mentally or emotionally for that matter, like just as much as you can physically, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, running a bunch of games definitely mentally exhausts me, even still after all these years. I just have to think about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta be on your toes.
All
Never
right.
know what crazy plans we're gonna concoct.
You don't know what
Well-
kind of latrine diving schemes we're coming up with.
I just have to think about all the different things, like what doors should be opened and locked, and where the roots might come from, and yeah, just all this other stuff that I keep in the back of my mind. Like, obviously, one of these doors would have to be unlocked since this is where Moldy came running from. Stuff like that I
Right.
have to try to keep in mind.
For the immersion.
Yeah. Alright, well, what do you want to do?
We're gonna check out the door that we left locked. We are not gonna go spelunking in a latrine at the moment.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
against
also-
the splunking.
I don't know if it'll help, but these stone doors seem pretty solid, right? Like that. Like this one over here, it seemed like something was banging against and couldn't get through, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lock this behind us when we leave.
Alright.
Good.
So I think
As
you
soon as we're
already
gonna
picked it open, so you should be able to close it automatically.
Okay, cool.
You leaving Bud in there?
Nope, I'm gonna wait till
All right.
Bud and Rogan come through.
And Una, you're
Bud,
looking
uh,
a
taking
little.
notes. I saw him with his notepad out.
Bud needs a moment. He has to use the facilities.
I'm already
note-
raging. I may as well.
Wait, is it a notepad or is it a little like ream of little rolling papers?
Can it be both?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, multi-purpose. Are we probably will get into a fight with whatever's behind that door. Una, are you okay?
I mean,
I mean, Bud's
if Bud
raging
wants
right now,
to
which
give me
is
some of
nice.
that salve, I wouldn't mind.
Oh yeah, here we go. I will use the healer's kit use on her, which I can. I don't think I can roll still.
So
Oh,
it's
that's
D8.
weird. The
So it'd be a D8 plus her con plus proficiency.
My con
Yeah.
is
my
D8 plus.
yeah.
Sorry, it's D8 plus 0 for me, and then whatever your proficiency. Yeah. Oh, I guess ours is the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you, just let me know if you want me to roll at any point.
There it is. Okay. Now the odd thing is, like, it refilled the healer's kit when we did the long rest. That's why I was like pausing there for a second. I'm like, hold on, I know I've
Do they
used.
refill now?
They shouldn't.
That's weird.
It just did it. So I got to see if there's a way to fix that too.
Okay.
But anyway.
You refilled the item? Like it's an item?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
actual charges on the kit, the 10
So
charges.
if you have something in your inventory that has charges or uses, it now gives you a counter along with
Oh.
the item.
See,
And it
that's
also on the action.
that sounds to me like the difference right there that they didn't account for in their programming is uses versus charges, you know?
Exactly.
Are there
So
options for that, for those charges?
Um,
Maybe you can
Well-
set it to not
yeah,
recharge.
I will look at that. Oh yeah. It it says recovery none, but it did it. So that's very odd. But anyway, so I will roll now. Sorry for the delay.
Actually,
So what's your-
It's 1d8, but I have no con, so it's just 1d8 plus proficiency.
actually put a comment on their
Thank you.
boards today asking to please give us back the old sheets.
Are you allowed to do more than one?
I can use another use of the. Yeah, it doesn't have the once per short rest limit like it used to.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's right because it's limited by my hit die, but we have very limited hit die, so let's just go with this. It put me above half. Let me revise my little token here. And I'm of course going to try and stay out of things, but that doesn't always work.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So what are you doing?
So we're gonna go down to the other door right here. Uh-oh, it's not generating light for me at the moment. I picked the torch back up.
Oh, yeah, let me give you your light back.
Is there a way we can do that, or does it have to be you?
No, unfortunately, for some reason, you can change your hit points, but it thinks you're going to cheat with light sources. Only the DM can put light sources on tokens.
Yeah, that is how I would cheat.
By being able to see better, I guess.
Exactly.
At least I don't think you can. I mean, you could pull up your
No,
token
it looks
options.
like you can't. Yeah. No, I
But-
did. It looks like you can't.
Maybe I should put
I can
that
give
as
myself
a...
an aura.
Yeah, I should maybe put that in as a... You could always go put it as a suggestion in Roll20. I should have all you guys vote on all my suggestions. Get like the whole server to upvote all my suggestions. Maybe they'll come to fruition. Because the Roll20 suggestions area, they have like a voting system. And no one ever votes for the DM stuff. It's all like player stuff that people vote for.
Mm.
So maybe I'll put some suggestions and leave links in the Discord for people to go vote.
If
Yeah.
we like them.
Yeah, if you like my suggestions.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll offer inspiration points for votes or something.
Oh,
Cheat.
I see. You're
Is it only if we
now
vote? the way you
suddenly
want?
you're Elon
I'm
Musk.
corrupting the democratic process. Yeah,
I'm gonna buy your
I'm gonna
votes.
buy your
Okay,
votes
alright.
with plus twos. All right. So the door remains locked. You don't hear too much noise coming from within. Although I think it was Una who heard it last time.
No, it wasn't actually. It was.
It was me.
I forget. Yeah, but I didn't go up to that door. They discovered it was locked, and we decided to just leave it locked.
Oh, yeah, I know. So what do you want to do?
I'll just listen again to make sure that it just still sounds like rustling and not anything more violent, I guess, than that.
All right, give me another perception check. Yeah, you'd still hear some rustling. But doesn't sound like too much movement.
Maybe there's just a nice breeze going through this room.
Underground breeze.
Hey, it could happen. There.
Yeah, like a hole and like a little sky.
You never heard of a wind
Oh.
tunnel?
He says, well, I guess that could be what's going on.
Well,
Una.
I'm sorry. Please repeat. I was distracted.
Oh no, we were
I was
speculating on
thinking-
what the sound is, but if we're gonna go in, we need you to unlock the door.
Oh yeah, sorry. All right. Yes. Okay. Let me check. And again, I'm always going to try and be stealthy while I do this. So I will listen. I will look at the door closely for any kind of, anomalies that might be traps, and then I will stealthily try to open it.
Okay. Well, you didn't see any traps last time, but if you want to look closer,
I never looked at.
We
I
didn't
never
we didn't
looked
look in this one.
Yeah, I never looked at this one.
I mean, with your passive,
that's
you
fine.
didn't see any.
Oh, gotcha,
Oh.
gotcha. Okay. All right, so then I'll just go ahead and try and do this quietly. So we'll do stealth and thieves' tools.
Okay. So yeah, you are able to get this open.
I will step back and let you guys open it.
All right.
Okay.
I'll open it.
Okay. So you open the door, and once again there is a room. You notice though in this room, there's a bunch of looks like leafy, um, kind of like a leafy greens, but the greens are kind of almost autumn colors, like they're maybe partially dying, and more of the corruption and pustules on them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Does it look like there's any
Yeah.
plants hiding out in there? They're really good at hiding.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, look, she's actually paying attention for once.
So you it looks like a large pile of leaves, though when you look a little bit closer, there might be some stuff or parts of the pile that are moving slightly.
There might be some in there. Just be ready. I've got my flames. You want to alert them or throw or oh, she'd be messaging. I guess. No, I'll just whisper it. Do you want to go in swinging?
I always suggest that we should go sneaky. If we end up making noise, let's just be ready to pounce. But if we can be sneaky, sometimes we can get at the upper hand.
Right. All right.
At least until we have, I don't know, a little more oomph. You guys are great at holding the front line, but also sometimes you guys have gotten hurt really bad, and I certainly don't want to get hurt. So.
Just
Yeah,
FYI, even though he's not marked, Bud does have 1 level of wounds.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I keep
So he is-
forgetting that we do the. Yeah.
I'll be right behind you. When you guys advance, I will too.
Okay, you ready with that oil?
That
That worked really well last time.
I mean, I have one and Rogan has one. Does anyone else want one? I still have a few. I think I have 3
I've got
left.
my hands full a little bit.
Okay, that's right. Rogan and I have one. And we both, and 3 of us have torches. Rogan and Bud and I have torches. So yeah, let's go.
Okay. All right, she'll start sneaking in.
Alright, so it looks like there's some more of those roots up in the corner here, though they look mostly dead.
I'm gonna steer clear of those for now and go kind of try to sneak up to where I saw the plants move.
It's like right here.
Oh. So it's towards the plant. Okay. Boop, boop. I'm sneaking, but I don't know how well I'm doing. I'll do stealth.
Alright, so you are tiptoeing, looking around back here. You think, well, as you get closer to the plant, there's a bit of a smell of, kind of like fresh plant smell. Which is weird because you haven't smelled that from other places, like when you're in the forest and everything is kind of like a little bit wet and moist.
Oh yeah. Like a healthy plant smell, not like a corrupted plant smell.
Yeah, although it does seem like there's a lot of corruption on this area back here.
Huh. That's weird. We didn't smell any of that like any other times we were attacked by plants, right?
You don't think so.
Hmm.
And as you are looking around, suddenly the vines and plants begin to move, revealing a large plant-like creature,
Ooh.
which comes forward from below. I need initiative rolls.
Hello.
Oh, it's a big one.
He's a big guy. Okay.
Oh,
I hear you all going,
Oops.
ooh, as I'm like hiding around the corner.
Yeah.
You get him, guys. Just hang in there. I just want to stay out of the way.
We were not ready for it though.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. There it is. Sorry, I couldn't find my. Ooh, nice. I apparently was ready. She's like dancing on her toes right around the corner, waiting to hear you guys say what you find.
Yeah. You know we're
Her
not very
her
stealthy,
fingers
so
are
you were
itching.
probably expecting us to.
Ooh, did we
Wow.
find the boss? Oh, he's kind of cute. I want to be his
I
friend.
know, right? I wish he wasn't
Unfortunately,
corrupted.
yeah, like the others.
Go. He looks downright friendly.
Yeah.
Unlike the others, this one does seem to have the corruption on it. So the first act. Oh wait, descending. The first act is going to be. Oh wait, why is Rogan not showing up? Oh, because I have him on the wrong plane. There we go. And
You had him on the astral plane again, didn't you?
I did. Alright, so luckily you're not surprised by the thing as it stands up and seems to start charging towards Alette, but Una, you are the first to act. What do you want to do?
I feel some regret that it looks corrupted, because honestly, this could be a really cool friend if it wasn't, all blighted.
Yeah.
But I guess I will step over here. Oh, he's gonna have good cover for me, isn't he? Or do I have a clear shot on him since he's so big?
No, you have a pillar in the way, so he would have a +2 for cover.
All right. Well, I would step up so I don't have more cover from my friends and see if I can shoot him, because that's how I support my team. I don't have much.
Alright. So you hurl a dagger. Psychic blade.
Oof.
11 is almost enough, but his AC is 12, so that will miss.
Oh, okay. Not a bad AC. Or not a high AC. So. Oh, my goodness. All right. I mean, there's a pillar in the way. Sorry, I'm gonna step back, but once you guys advance, I'll move into the room a bit further and try and stay safe, and then maybe I'll have a better shot. Sorry.
So Rogan is going to rush up and take the dodge action, trying to get it to attack him as it is going next, and it will indeed take the bait. Thrusting its tusk towards him. Luckily, disadvantage, that will miss as Rogan blocks it with his shield. Says, Alette, flank it! Ending his turn. Alette.
Well, okay. I'll go to the other side.
Says, you gotta be quick. And so you rush around the pillar, getting around it.
Okay. Do I have anything special? No. Okay.
Alright, so 14.
Precision. I'll use precision for that.
Well, you already hit
Oh,
it.
wait. What? Oh, I'm flanking. That's right. I forgot I was flanking after all that.
Yeah, so 14 would strike.
Okay.
Doing 4 points. Which slightly wounds it, but it seems pretty hardy. Anything else?
There are no other enemies, so no green flame blade. That's it.
Alright,
For now.
so that's it for Alette. Bud, what are you gonna do?
All right. Well, I am going to cast a spell because I don't want to limit my options so early in the combat against such a big boy. So I am going to cast this one.
Alright. Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Why did it not give? Oh, there it is. It is 30 feet. it has to make a wisdom save. DC is 13.
Okay. Need to check something. Did they change the spell in 2024?
What part of the spell?
There used to be a stipulation to it, which I'm not seeing in the descriptions. I'm gonna check really quick.
If it's that it had to understand language, or wait, hang on, let me look at the previous version of the spell, because I did look to make sure it didn't have to be a humanoid.
No, it wasn't that.
Oh, the intelligence score.
Yeah, how smart the thing had to be.
That seems to be gone, surprisingly.
Yeah, because the original one you had to, it was unaffected if it was too dumb.
Yeah, 4 or
All right.
less. It was.
So it would have to make a saving throw.
They must have realized that dumb people laugh too.
I guess animals laugh too. Or plants.
Apparently even plants do.
What's the DC of the wisdom save?
13. 13.
All right. So it gets a +2, but it rolls a 9, so it would fail, becoming incapacitated.
It is prone and incapacitated.
Yep.
It gets saving throws when it takes damage, so I will come up and I guess that's what I'm going to do.
Concentrate on your spell.
Yeah.
I really dislike the new spell descriptions. They don't even have any of the... Like, the whole purpose is, like, having the details of, like, concentration, distance, like, components.
Yeah.
It doesn't list any of that stuff now. It's terrible.
Yep. I'm gonna use a healer's kit on myself this time. So.
Okay. So you use a healer's kit, restoring some of your health. It's going to be a new round with Una.
All right. I guess I need to get in here. That's 5, 10, 15, 25. Okay, I think that gives me a clear shot, right?
Rogan would be in the way, but also it's prone, so it has cover, and you have disadvantage.
Oh, punk. Okay, that's all right. I don't need to be up on it, so...
Oh, wait. I couldn't do... I'm sorry. I could do that because I used my action for Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh, for to do what?
Couldn't do the healer's kit.
Oh, healer's kit. Okay.
Oh.
And it thinks I did damage because I took the healing away from myself. Sorry. So I do not do anything with my... Or I guess with my... No. I guess with my bonus action I'll cast... Shillelagh.
You have to roll again, unfortunately.
Ah.
Why does...
Because it's prone. She's doing a ranged attack.
Yeah, I'm at disadvantage, so he's gonna take away my crit. Totally take away my crit.
Alright, so you throw it a little bit too high. It would have been right in its face, but it's on the ground, so it flies over it.
Alright, I think that makes it.
There you go.
So
there's your second crit.
Now I have Vex for next round too, so that's good.
Oh wait, you gotta roll at disadvantage for your second attack too.
Well, this is my second attack. Oh shit, that's right. Damn it, you're gonna take 2 crits away from me in one round.
Hey, it's not my fault. You're at disadvantage. What do you want from me?
Holy fuck.
No!
Yeah.
It's too low to the ground.
All or none, baby, all or none.
Alright, so you
that's all I got.
You sense those would have been really good hits if only it was standing up. And then you back off. Alright, Rogan. Rogan says,
We should have a tactics discussion next time we camp.
Well, I mean, you can
'cause-
give me tactics, but I
No,
only really have one trick in my arsenal.
I wouldn't have made him prone if I
Rogan
Oh,
says,
gotcha.
knew you were gonna still be shooting at it.
should I stab this thing? I mean, is it going to come out of its trance?
Maybe.
Alright, he's going to ready an action. Say one of you do it. And end his turn. The brackish trudge will continue laughing, and at the end of its turn, it gets a... what's it called? A save.
Saving.
It's another wisdom. Oh, this time rolled a 14, so it does drop the effect, though technically it is still prone, because it's the end of its turn. Alette.
Okay. She would have advantage on it
So-
anyway because it's vexed, but
Does that not trigger Rogan's reaction?
Not yet. No, he wasn't waiting till the end of its turn. He's ready.
I thought he was waiting until it wasn't in the trance anymore. Oh, till someone else attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right.
So you would have +2 and advantage, Alette.
nice. Awesome. I will hit it.
Alright, so you stab.
+2. Oh, advantage just to see if I can crit.
So 22 would strike. And Rogan will use his reaction to swing now as well. 23 will strike. As you both let loose for 19 damage total. And it has disadvantage on its next attack, thanks to Rogan. Alright, so that is it for Alette and Rogan. Bud.
Alright, I will try to smack it with my quarterstaff. With
Alright.
advantage, right?
Yep, it is prone, so advantage.
Alright. Where'd it go? There it is.
Oh, 20 will strike it. Wapow. Doing 6 points of bludgeoning as it's attempting to get up. Still only has 1 level of wounds. The thing is hardy. Anything else?
No, I guess not.
Alright, round 2. Una. Una.
Una.
Una.
I'm sitting here talking to myself, and you guys start chanting Una. And like, I feel like I think it was Bud. I'm not. I know Lou started, so I think it was Trey's voice that I heard that was like really, really low and quiet, and it sounded very tribal.
Una.
Anyway. Anyway, so okay, so it's still prone, right?
Yes, it hasn't gotten up yet.
I mean, it doesn't do me any good to get close because then my ranged attacks are at disadvantage anyway, right?
Rogan says, ready a shot for when it rises.
Yeah, but wait, let me look here. So it actually counts as a melee attack.
Well, if you want to run up and stab it, it would be a melee attack.
Or does it? Okay, I'm sorry. It changes based on where I do it from. Then I guess the psychic
Yeah,
blades,
you
right?
can either throw them or
Okay.
just stab it if you want to be
Yeah,
in
because
melee.
a lot of the descriptions mention melee, and so I get confused sometimes. But that makes sense. I can do it from melee without it being at disadvantage. So I will, I guess, move up.
All right. So you do have
And-
advantage. It's still
Yeah.
prone.
Yeah, exactly. So then that might. Okay, yeah. Let's see how this goes. This time. Sorry.
All right. So you rush up, doing a stab. 20 will strike it on the first attack, doing 10 points of damage, and that will put it over into wounded. $22 will strike with the offhand for another 4.
Yeah. And I guess I will not back up. I don't want to get smacked with an oppie, even though.
Well, he is
All right.
prone, so the oppie would be at disadvantage if you want to try to risk it.
No, but I have such low AC. All right, I'll give it a try.
A little
Wait, how
risky.
much did I?
Alright,
I
so
know it's very risky.
it's
That's why I was-
gonna reaction go for you with its tusk at disadvantage. 23 becomes a 13, which will miss you.
Ooh. All right, that's my turn.
Alright,
So-
Rogan says, that was close, as he is going to stab at it. 21 will strike, cutting it for another 8 points, which is going to put it to 3 levels of wound. The creature is now looking very wounded. For its turn, it's going to stand, and it's going to go for Rogan, throwing its tusk out towards him. Luckily, he is able to block, keeping it at bay and ending its turn. Alette.
All right. Guess I'm up.
Rogan says, "You got this. Just finish it off." As
Okay.
he blocks the huge tusk. 28 will connect as you slice downward, cutting into it. Another 9. Unfortunately, it is still up.
Use my action surge to hit it again.
Okay. Yeah, 23 will land. You can roll for crit fish, so you would have advantage
Oh, right.
on that.
Yes, I would, indeed. I can't wait till I get 2 attacks automatically. It's gonna be so good.
Oh, close.
Yeah, no crit.
So you stab it for another 5.
Okay.
All right, Bud. Bottom of the round.
All right, I am going to try to hit it again.
All right.
Oh wait, let me just make sure I should cast a spell instead. Yeah, really. Everyone says druid spells are so great, but jeez.
I mean, when you get men levels and you start getting big elemental shit.
Yeah. All right, I'll attack it again.
Yeah.
No, I believe you totally. Uh,
I mean, enhance ability is pretty crazy.
24.
Yeah.
Well, if I ever make it to second level spells, I'll pick that one
All
up.
right. Well, who told you to multi-class as a you know? All right. So you would strike it.
The voice in my head that I refer to as Dave.
That's fine.
I am going to try to topple him.
All right.
So, topple, I believe he's got to make a dex save. And I mean, not dex. I'm sorry, it's not dex. I think it's strength.
All right. So
And
strength
it's the
save.
same. It's the same ability I use for the attack, so that would be wisdom for me, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
So
DC. It is actually a con save. I'm sorry.
Oh.
DC 8 plus the ability modifier used to attack roll and your proficiency bonus. So that's a 13 DC.
All right. Con save. So it fails its con save, and the hit you hit it with looks like it should have killed it, but instead it is still up.
We may have had to burn this baby.
And it
But it's prone now, right?
is knocked prone by your strike. Yes.
All right.
Falling to the ground again. Just in time
Right.
for Una. Anything else?
So I'll pick up the torch at my feet with my item interaction to prepare to burn it.
Okay, Una.
So it looks like it should. Okay, so I see that it's at 3 levels of wounds. But you said something about like it looks like it should be.
Well, when you struck it, you thought it should have gone down, but it seemed to, like, basically resist dying somehow.
All right. So
Doesn't
yeah,
look
I
like
guess
it's regenerating though.
I'm gonna take my torch. Well, I mean, I'm basically I have nothing in one hand and a torch in the other, so I'm gonna take my torch into both hands. I'm gonna hold it out in front of me like a sword, and I'm gonna run into this guy with it. And this is probably silly because she does not have any strength, but I'll see if I can burn him.
All right, so you have advantage.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 because I'm not exactly sure how to roll this. Let's see. No, or I get
D20
strength.
plus
it be
strength. Yeah.
Okay, so her strength is 0, so.
So it'll just be a D20 roll twice for
And that's
advantage.
beautiful.
Advantage though.
Oh, advantage! Oh, fantastic.
It is prone.
I mean, I can't roll any worse. Did it roll?
Does not look like it. Or at least I don't see.
Oh, there we go. I see it now.
So 17 would strike it. You smack it with the torch, dealing 1 point of fire damage.
All right.
And once again, you feel like that should have killed it, but it fights through and is still alive at 1
Oh, I
hit
can
point.
still do a psychic blade attack, right?
You can.
All right, let's do it.
Alright, so bonus action, 13 and advantage.
Oh, it's advantage. That's right, because he's down. Nope.
Alright, so 13 will strike it,
Oh, it will. Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh.
doing 11 points.
I guess I could have added sneak attack to the.
No, torch isn't a
Oh,
light
because
weapon.
it's not a dexterity or a finesse. Yeah, yeah.
No, once again, it fights through the pain and manages to stay alive.
I don't think it's the fire, guys.
And I'm not going to take another oppie, although I might regret it.
Rogan says, I guess keep hitting it. Hopefully it goes down.
Anybody got
Oh.
something else? Like, Bud, maybe try your poison? Or, I don't know, anybody got some acid? Or.
That's gonna miss. So the trudge is gonna get back up. Very close to death, but still alive. And it's going to lunge at Una with its tusk. 25, I believe, will strike you.
Yep.
Una is struck for 12 piercing and 1 poison. Which I think is going to put her down. Right?
No, I've got. Oh, fuck, yes. It's exactly my hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
So Una kind of falls to a knee as she goes into the dying state. 4 levels of wound. That's it for the trudge. Alette.
I mean, I don't have anything extra that I can apply to anything. I don't have. I guess.
Okay,
Does anyone
keep
know
hitting
anything
mine.
about
Keep
plant
hitting it.
monsters?
I keep doing minus 18 in my HP and it's not taking. And
I
then I
mean-
tried entering 0 and enter a few times. Oh, there, that worked that time.
Yeah. I
Third
mean,
time's
the
a charm. Sorry, go ahead.
the plant monsters that we've run into so far responded to fire, so that's what we got. So she's just gonna try to. I fumbled. I love how
Alright.
it says fumbled.
So you slash
Oh no,
it
she
with-
would have advantage because she hit it last turn.
Alright, so
Right,
roll
with
again.
this. There we
Yeah,
go.
25 would connect. Once again, stabbing it. Just
Ah,
stabbing it over and over.
I hate being low level.
But yeah,
Uh.
once again, it does not go down. So it continues to fight. Bud.
I think we have to go over a certain amount.
Yeah, see, here's the problem. I won't be able to do enough damage with the torch. I don't think.
Rogan
It doesn't
says,
seem to be that the
it's
fire
not
did
the
anything.
torch, just keep hitting it. I think. I don't know.
Whatever makes the
I
biggest.
don't know what this
ouch.
thing is.
I'll try poison. I mean, shoot.
Yeah.
It's plant matter. It could potentially
Like
be
Roundup.
poisoned, right?
Yeah.
Roundup.
exactly. I'm gonna hit it with Roundup. Or at least I'm gonna try because I'm within 5 feet of it, and this is technically a ranged attack. So here comes an attack with disadvantage.
Alright, spray a bunch of poison at it.
8.
Alright, so
No.
unfortunately that is going to miss.
What are we gonna do, guys? We'll try
Alright,
next time.
so Una,
Um,
there we go.
shoot.
You gonna do anything else?
No, I don't have a bonus action worth using, so no.
Alright, so Una, I need you to whisper me a death save.
I don't
I
know
forgot.
how to
Oh, wait. No, I do have a bonus action worth using. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Una,
Alright.
who I totally knew was down.
Well, I mean, she's not marked as KO, so you might not have realized.
Oh, that's true. I did not change the. Thank you. That's half my hit points.
Alright,
Oh my
so
gosh.
Una is conscious, though with the level of exhaustion, she is not at her best. Alright, so I assume for Una's turn, she's going to stand up.
I would love to, if only these sheets would allow me to restore my hit points.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the token is... Is it not working on the sheet or the token just?
Yes.
Either?
Both. Yeah, I've tried both.
Oh, that's weird.
So I'm at half, which is 2, right? 2 levels, and then
Yeah, if you're at half HP.
all right, and yes, I would stand up, and if I take an oppie and this thing hits me, it's just gonna kill me.
Can't you disengage as a bonus action?
Yes, I can.
Rogan
All right,
says
let me
stab
stab
it.
this guy as an action.
Okay, so you take a stab at him.
And then,
Oh,
I guess I don't
crit.
need to re-roll that. And then I will.
And so that
disengage.
would kill it.
Maybe it was like we
Oh.
had to overkill it by a certain amount. or
Yeah, that's what
something.
I was guessing when when I did that like measly
I was like,
4
what
damage.
if it's a damage type none of us have, and we just stay here till we all TPK?
Well, the creature is down. Yeah, good job. Unfortunately, that would be the end of the session, though. I'll give you an inspiration point for that, Una, for downing it with the crit.
Thank you.
Or else we may
If
have
only
been...
I had a place to track those on this ridiculous sheet. I really need to
Yeah.
remake her sheet. You gave me a new one.
Yeah, it's fine. Like yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. We were all hoping that the sheet would be usable by now because it's been like 5 months. It still is pretty crap.
thing is like a lot of what they did with it, I actually think looks really good. They just,
Well, it's just
you know,
it's not done
it's got
yet.
too many bugs, and there's lots of stuff that still needs. Yeah.
It should
Yeah,
at least do what the old sheet does. They can't just be
Yeah.
like, well, it doesn't do anything the old sheet does, and it doesn't work right.
It's like they
Like-
rolled it out when it was still in beta. No, it was still in alpha.
Well,
It's still in pre-alpha.
They realized it would be too much work to do it for the old sheet and the new sheet, so they thought they would just do it for this sheet, but the sheet doesn't work. So it
Also,
was- okay.
new D&D goal unlocked. I would like a Brachus Trudge as a mount, but not a corrupted one.
All right, fair enough. Any other inspiration point claims? I'm trying to think what else was done.
I mean, we're a 3-person team, so we're doing a lot to keep each other alive. Yes, thank goodness for Rogan, but like, I would
Well,
not
good
have
and-
done that death blow if Bud hadn't brought me back.
Go ahead and give me your votes. I'll say probably for coaxing out the root and not getting pulled into the latrine, I'll give Bud an inspiration point as well.
Woohoo!
Anything else funny
Like the
or
one I
effective?
used.
I think
He did.
that's all I can think of off the top of my head. And Bud, with MVP votes, you are also getting a second inspiration point. So congrats.
Hey, thank you, everybody.
Get a story point because you're journaling. Oh
And-
yeah. I
Oh,
should go
that's
add my
right.
story point. Oh wait, I'm
I
not
gotta-
tracking story points on this character sheet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I have story points in my notes, or like my
I need to
extra.
figure out. Like I think I put them somewhere. I just need to go find it. If it's like in her bio or
Yeah.
it might be on her
Yeah.
D&D sheet. Oh my gosh, I need to go find it.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Good game, everyone. I'm gonna take some notes, but otherwise, I'll see you all next time.
Thanks,
Alrighty.
everybody. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
me too.
Lou.
Yeah, no problem.
night.
See
Thank
you all next week, and see you Thursday, Miri.
Yep. Good night.
Good night.